Josh Grizzard has just made himself a Philadelphia Eagle, and the title in which he will be in on is pass game coordinator. So, with the three last candidates, we was actually able to get two. I think this is a really good move, and we'll get into that, in the video. We'll get into why it's a great move, in the video. Also, we're also going to talk about Adam Scheffler left us with a little hint when he was on 97.5, where he was saying other news, and we thought it was going to be Vic Fangio retirement. We think, which really is not out of the question. But me doing some looking over, some digging, I found a little something that it really might be. This might be what he was talking about. But amongst that, it was Jeff Stoutland's retirement, Vic Fangio retirement, AJ Brown getting traded. Like, we didn't know what was going to go on, and he kind of caused a little media pandemic thing going on. And I think I might have found out what it was. All right. Cam Jurgens. What do we do? We're going to talk about that. I think that we are in I wouldn't say a good space. I think we're in a good competitive space when it comes to Cam Jurgens because of a couple of guys that we got backing him. So, we're going to get into it in the video also. Our new OC, Sean Mannion. Bright mind. And every time that I hear something about this dude, man, I get giddy about the possibilities of how good he can be, knowing some of the things he's done. Because some of the best coaches were backups. You got Byron Leftwich, who was a starting quarterback at a point, and he was a really good offensive coordinator. So some of the really good. Andy Reid was a quarterback coach 2 years. So I got really high hopes for Sean Mannion. It's a tough city. And LeSean McCoy is going to break down why he believes Sean Mannion is going to be a really good fit for us. Dallas Goedert. I think I did a video about Dallas Goedert, and what his market looks like. We're going to relook at that because I could have been wrong, and we could end up keeping Dallas Goedert. So let's get into it. Oh, what's going on, Philadelphia Eagles fans? It's your boy Philly Day One, and as you know, we ran a lot of hitch routes last season. Last season, we ran so many hitch routes. We only played in one playoff game, and we ran more hitch routes than anybody else left. Like, I think the next closest person to run hitch routes, I think, might have been the Patriots, and they only ran 300. We ran far beyond that. So I'm gonna put up a couple charts of what Ibuka's and some of the guys in which he was calling plays for. Josh Grizzard, what he was calling plays for when he was down there in Tampa Bay. Now, a lot of people are saying he was pretty much kind of like KP in a sense that once he gets done with his script, he didn't really know where else to go with it. You know what I'm saying? So often staggered. He won't call plays here, but he most definitely is going to come out with some route designs. He's a pass game coordinator, and I can see this being really, really good because he calls pretty good games. At one point, that team looked really good with Ibuka. And I thought Ibuka was a slot receiver. So they gave us troubles, and we're pretty good defense. So I feel like this is going to be a really good thing for us. Having him come in as a pass game coordinator and just having Sean Mannion call the plays. While we on Sean Mannion and him calling plays, one of the things that I like that he said in one of his pressers, man, is quarterback development. You know what I'm saying? He kind of had a Pandora box unlocked when he figured out certain things to make quarterbacks better. And I think this right here might be very, very helpful for Jalen Hurts. I think if nothing else get done, maybe the offense ain't genius. You know what I'm saying? But Jalen Hurts gets better. That's a win. That's a win because there were still plays out last year that we could have made. There's still plays. If you getting through your progressions and stuff like that, there could have been made. Jalen Hurts missed those plays. That wasn't a KP thing. Jalen Hurts missed those plays. And I know Jalen Hurts don't like that he missed those plays. And he gonna go in there, he gonna work it out. The man is about as competitive as Jason Kelce said. He's about as competitive as he's ever seen. He's gonna go and figure that out. And I wanna go ahead and let y'all watch the video yourself and of Sean Mannion's press conference.
Yeah, I think it's ownership of our progressions and timing and reading with our feet, and then just the fundamentals of the position. So to me, it really starts with footwork, and that's something that all quarterbacks need to focus on. But, I know really when I first was exposed, it was with Matt in LA in 2017, and it was really a kind of foundational moment in my playing career. I got so much better from understanding how the footwork helps your accuracy, it helps your decision making, helps the timing of the play. So that's really kind of the starting point of what really with any quarterback, but Jordan in particular, we really just always want to have that point of emphasis at the forefront of.
Wow, we're on that. Shady likes the signing. Shady liked the signing. I remember back when Shady was talking about KP and his vanilla offense, and he was talking about take me out of the Eagles Hall of Fame if he's still here. He really liked this signing. Let's play this too.
Welcome to the city, dog. Listen, I got a special present for you, dog. I'm gonna get your address from Big Dom. I'm happy to have you. And the thing is, I think we took our time, right? All the hot names everybody talked about getting, should we get him? Should we get him? Nah, we want Sean. Just because I did my research. And I found out the brother's super intelligent and he got thick skin. Everybody can't play and coach in Philadelphia. If things don't go well the first 2 or 3rd game, I don't want my coordinators shaking and hiding because the media might get on him, because the fans might get on you. So what? Figure it out and keep it rolling. Like Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore start to the Philadelphia. Wasn't this a cakewalk? Why we had to figure it out and then we went to the bowl. So yes, I love what Sean got going on. And the best thing about him is they say he's really, really good. His expertise is with the quarterbacks. Holla at me.
So if I feel like this can work out. I feel like this can work out big time. Big time, I think this can work out. Yeah. So let's get into this Adam Schefter thing. Man, I know he went on 97.5 and went absolutely bonkers about they said, all right, man, we'll see you later. What else? No, he said, hopefully the next time we talk to you, like next week, next time we talk to you, we could be talking about the new offensive coordinator. We'll be talking about the new news and offensive coordinator. And he said this, and that might not be all we're talking about. And that left, what are you hinting at? And he said, I can't tell you, but that might not be all we're talking about. So Jeffrey Lurie has been very, very vocal about wanting to host a Super Bowl. You can't do it outside. You have to have a dome if you're going to host a Super Bowl. I don't like the fact that we'll get a dome or we'll make it to where we're playing on level playing field with everybody, because us being outside is an advantage. Just like being in Lambeau. You know what I'm saying? Being Lambeau Stadium. It's an advantage. A lot of teams don't want to play in this cold weather. There was somebody talking about Chicago weather. We was playing somebody and Devontae Smith was like, oh man, it's cold. They was like, it's cold out here. And Devontae Smith said, this ain't nothing. Come back to Philly. It's an advantage. People don't want to play. It breaks the will of people before they even get in the stadium. And home field advantage should be just that, a home field advantage. So I'm not for it. Even if it does happen, it'll probably take about two years, I guess, to build on or to build a whole new stadium. I think at the very least we'll build on, add some new seats, and build on. So I think at the very least that's what we'll do. But the Philadelphia Eagles sent out surveys to season ticket holders, like people who normally buy season tickets. He sent out surveys to all those people who normally buy us tickets in a survey for the future of Lincoln Financial and the potential upgrades of the stadium. So I think that's what it is more so than anything. Whether they decide whether they want to build on or build a whole new stadium. So I think that we can kind of chill on Jeff Stoutland retirement, Vic Fangio's retirement. I think honestly, if Vic Fangio wanted to retire, we'd hear it from him. You know what I'm saying? If Jeff Stoutland wanted to retire, I think we'd hear from him. So now the AJ Brown thing, that's still out in the air. You can really make a case that could happen. I do kind of want to see him in this offense though. So Dallas Goedert's market. I think when I talked to you guys, it was somewhere around 17 mil for his market. He did put up a whole lot of touchdowns this season. If you look at Dallas Goedert, he's up there with Trey McBride in touchdowns. And that could drive the market up. But what I'm seeing as far as a market, I can't remember who it was that I got this from, but I'm gonna kind of put it on the screen that way you can see it. I think it's 6 mil a year is very fucking doable to us. We could really get him in here 6 million a year. If he want to take 6 million a year, we can really do that. We can really do that. That'd be nice for us. A 3-year contract, 6 million a year, maybe a 2-year contract, 6 mil a year. You know what I'm saying? I think if Dallas Goedert wanted to do something like that, yeah, that'd be right up the alley. That'd be smooth for him. Cam Jurgens. Let's talk some Cam Jurgens. Cam Jurgens to me, man, is I think he'll never be the same. He had back surgery. And with back surgery, nobody's ever the same. When you get surgery on your back, you're never the same person before. You lose a lot of explosiveness. People don't make it back to that point. And I don't want to say it's okay, but we have viable people who can run that spot. We have Willie Lipkin, who we stole from the Rams, I want to say, off the Rams IR. Willie Lipkin, I feel like is a really good player who could compete for that job. Drew Kendall played really good. And if you guys follow me, you know that I did a video with Drew Kendall showing tape of him blocking. And he did a really good job. No whiffs. Stay at the point of blocking. Drew Kendall could be that man. And with Jeff Stoutland not worrying so much on the run blocking and just developing people, he can really take the next step next year. And I hope that that's something that they look into and really try to and really make a competition. Just because you get paid money shouldn't mean that you're locked into your spot. We gotta win. We gotta win championships. We're in a window right now. We're in a Super Bowl window. So the goal is to win games and win championships. So if you're by any means pulling down a team, it shows. So I feel like that should be a really big point of emphasis to help this to help this offensive line and going into next season. And I can't wait to see it, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Willie Lipkin, we hadn't seen him play. We'll probably get a little bit of him in the preseason of next season. We'll talk more about that in training camps and OTAs. So that's all I got, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Turn those post notifications on if you fuck with the Eagles, man. And we out. Let's go Birds.